Welcome. You guys, I've been really wanting to jump onto an astro chat. The guys were sort of, I guess, preparing this message. Still needed some stirring, okay? You guys, I hope you're all doing well. I gotta say, I saw someone's comment. It was so sweet. I think it was Lexi earlier. Oh my god, because it was just interesting. I was like, I really want to go on the live chat. I'm kind of like feeling like I miss everyone as well. Missing everyone. Miss everyone. And then she commented, she was like, it's just me missing. So sweet. You guys are all very kind. Oh, everyone commenting all day. I was just like running through your comments and really touched by everyone here. Thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in, for your support. It is such a reflective experience. Hey guys. So yeah, let's clear the energy. Let's start clearing ground. You're definitely, though, riding up on some pretty interesting times, right? Of course, we have Pluto retrograde, and I've been wanting to jump on as well into members. We're most likely going to do some sort of astrology bonus on there with some readings, maybe tomorrow, okay? Working through some different sort of a few readings with spirit in terms of whatever they is meant. So thank you guys for your patience. Of course, it's all divine timing. I'll never force a message. So yeah, let's jump into it though. We're talking about Pluto retro. This is a message spirit really wanted to chat about, and you have people coming back, okay? Now, but the important thing here is that you know, for some of you, what I was getting here earlier, I was meditating for some time earlier, and I'm seeing that, you know, you've made a decision, okay? I'm going to get clear the charms really quickly. I want to get a few more details. Give me just a second, guys. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, this is going to get awkward is what I'm hearing. Just a little bit awkward. Some of you have, you know, it's like you've already like moved. I'm seeing that as well for some. Like I'm hearing, I'm pretty much like I've decided, like I'm not considering, you know, it's something is a little bit strange. Maybe there is another sort of, how do we say, something's controversial maybe. Okay, it's like, well, yeah, we're gonna get into it. There's more or less though someone coming back from the past, guys, and but it's like yeah. I want to get the yeah. By the way, guys, we have a new deck as well. I'm excited to jump into that. Yeah, some of you have already moved into a new space. Like some of you, though, it's just in general. With the Neptune retrograde, we got energies from the past, people, but not. I mean, people or frequencies, what we can say. So there's just something coming back. It's like I'm hearing like this is not relevant for me. Like for smudging you, like someone is wanting to really wanting to connect with you, okay? But you know, I don't know. We're gonna get into it. I feel like for some of you, I'm should we work person, guys? Whoever you do have coming back, you know, it's I would watch some of the pick a card readings, okay? Specifically if you are in so-called contact or however it is. You know, why are you guys separated? You know, those readings that we did, it was a few weeks ago, may shed light on this, because for some of you, you know, there is a reason always, right? So this person though, or this frequency is so-called returning, is very much wanting to sort of touch base. I want to get should we get the new deck? Yeah, let's get the new deck. It's a Kawaii Tarot. It's really cute. How adorable is that? Okay. Wow, this is really cute. Okay. Let's jump into it. Let's go. Yeah. You guys definitely, I'm hearing the letter M-L-A, M-A-L. Someone here does really, let's initiate, let's tap into it. This person really is also, for some of you, they really want to communicate. They're waiting to communicate with you. I feel like there is something a little bit awkward about, I'm getting kind of hot, guys, you mind? Okay. There's something a little bit strange, I'm not gonna lie, like about their communication. Maybe it's abrupt, okay? And it's funny because I was just pulling this card to the side. So I'm seeing a crystal here, like some kind of stone or crystal. Maybe someone here is working with a crystal or a stone. It can be you, or it can be this individual. Take it as you will. If you're not working with crystals, they may be working with crystals or with a crystal, some very specific crystal. Now, let's backtrack going around. I was looking here at the Queen of Swords, and that really stood out to me. That sort of, I've never played with this deck, guys, so never pulled with this deck. So yeah, this is totally new. Breaking this in first time, so-called sort of breaking the deck in. We have here the Queen of Swords. They are waiting on you to communicate something. I'm seeing that for some of you. They're definitely coming through, though. Okay, so let's get into it. That card feels really thick, huh? 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Yeah. Now this person here is moving. There's something about a move. It can be, let's get some charms on that really quickly. They're waiting on something. For some of you, this person is very, very immature. I feel they really like you. Okay. Yeah. It's not a matter of interest. It's a matter of really and this is most likely why you separated. Oh my God, I have a foot cramp. Ow. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh God. You guys know what I'm talking about? Ah. It's like a really weird foot cramp. Whoa. Hold on. I don't know. I'm not low on magnesium. I'm not low. I actually took an Epsom salt bath. So, all right. Now, let's get back into it. Is this a sloth? Oh my gosh, how cute. Guys, this deck is adorable. Sloth. Slothy, all right. Now, the 5 of Wands. Okay, yeah. So let's continue. We have GVY, by the way, as letter charms coming through. GVY. Now, this person, someone is not ready. I feel you have a very strong connection to this person, okay? I feel like, you know, this is someone here you do have a past life with, and I'm seeing here a UFO here. I'm seeing a starship. You guys most likely have a very strong connection here when it comes to your galactic sort of, we'll say, specifically planetary origins. Okay, yes, you guys are, for some of you, this is your twin flame. However you associate with that. Some of you have a history in Mexico, something with Mexico, there's something about Mexico, okay. Now, I'm hearing the Pleiades as well, very strong for some of you here. Yeah, I see that you definitely have a very strong bond. You have a strong soulmate bond, okay, a really strong spiritual bond, where it's almost like you feel like sisters. I'm hearing that, even if you're different so-called genders, okay, I feel like there is a bond. I hear that again. There's a very sisterly sort of connection now, however that means for you. Now let's clear the energy for some of you here. Yeah, it's very sort of, wow, it really, yeah, okay, let's continue. Now, I see you both, yeah, now this is lifetimes. Okay, what I'm getting is, but there is something that sort of, this is Dustin. If you guys separated, I get that. Now, even if they do so-called, I'm hearing reply or return, and I do feel this person is like looking at you. They're like kind of, I keep hearing they're waiting on you. I don't think you're necessarily, some of you have blonde hair. I don't think you're waiting on them. I hear it like this. I think that you kind of know where you're at, but waiting can be a metaphor. This person is very attached to you. I also see that. They really miss you if you guys are not in contact. They're realizing, okay, and they're processing. Now, let's clear it. No, this is, yeah, they're scared. They're absolutely, yeah. We're going to pull, we're going to get, this feels very thick, the Tower, wow. This person may be going through something that you're not like fully aware of. Maybe they never told you what's going on here. I feel heat here, very strong Virgo energy. This individual has the Hermit. Yeah, they're very impressed by you. They're intimidated. And I feel this person, when it comes to matters of communication, this card is upside down. They have a hard time, okay? And I don't think that they've like necessarily told you that, you know. And I see a croissant here. I keep hearing they really like you, but it's not about that. It's more like, yeah. And so in spiritual realms, it's like, it's not enough to, you know, like someone, right? It's like, this is about ascension, activation, moving through blockages and shadows. So this is this person is having a fantasy about you. I'm hearing that. They have a very particular fantasy. I hear that. Okay. They do. And yeah. Let's continue. Yeah. For somebody, they want to get married to you. I see this. Yeah. Very clearly. They're literally, like, for smidgen of you, like, they have your photographs. For smidgen of you, they are doing some sort of, like, they have a ritual here, I see that. Maybe with some sort of, like, herbs. For some of you, they are, yeah, we're gonna get into that in a second. They're looking at you. They're looking at your they want to plan something. I see that here with the King of Coins. They maybe actually even, okay, let's get into it. Maybe, yeah. They, like, want to be romantic. I think this person has trouble. That Three of Swords in reverse. This is a new deck, so that one happened to be in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse. It's like, I really want to make up. It's like he really wants to make up, or she, however. It's like he's working very hard. I see this person is... This has got to be the motherfucking cutest deck ever. ever lovers. They feel like you guys are forever, but I think that if you're separated from this person, like, spirit, yeah, this had happened for a reason, because, and I keep feeling like you guys have such, like, a so-called innocent love. Like, there is a lot of really, like, very, very comfortable emotions that sit between you. Like, they it's just, yeah, it's like, but sometimes, you know, it's not enough. I'm hearing Austria. Okay, some of you feel like you're this person's twin. Like, you just literally feel that way is what I'm hearing. Now, but yeah, what, it could be a passive interest. I keep seeing a croissant. Maybe you guys, it's a passive energy. Maybe you guys worked in a French pastry factory. I hear that. Okay, takes you all. Something about the ocean as well here for some of you. I see a treasure chest here. Something about the beach, possibly. You guys had a past life here related to the sea. Being out at sea now. But by the way, I'm a channeler, I'm a medium, psychic medium, I'm clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient. We're working here with the energies, light worker. Now this person I feel like sometimes is creeped out by you, or like your connection. Who's this? Fatima, thank you so much for your super chat. That's very kind. Love and light, guys. Love and light. I see here this person is really I'm hearing, I'm new at this, like they in some way know, okay, and they also they know that there's a strong connection, but I don't want to say they need to grow up, but they need to ascend. They're having an awakening. We have here the High Priestess. Okay, yeah, your spirit guides are carrying this person through a portal here. I see that. 10 of Coins. Something going on with their, that card's in reverse. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, interesting. They're on block. I see that they're on block. Spirit has them on. So let's say that, someone blocks someone in 3D. Like, let's say you're not talking to this person or however, okay? Like, actually... that is mirrored, right? That is mirrored also in terms of astral. So this, yeah, it's not just like, wow, it's like random. Like, we're here to just kind of block each other and like not be in, no. This is, everything is, it's mirrored, right? So if something is happening in one way, it's happening in another sense, and it's not just, it's not like, oh yeah, this is just what's happening on 3D, like, block, I'm hearing block means block. I don't know, for everybody. Maybe you feel like there's a, yeah, whatever. But I do feel for some of you, like, there is, like, and there's a reason. And so this is spirit kind of saying, we're not talking about restraining order. This is, this is spirit saying this is not time. I hear it like that, just very strongly. The star, yeah, and your guides, this is protected. I feel this union is, and if you're drawn to this video here, you happen to be on watching this, you just had this video, this union is very much guided. Temperance. And these separations are actually, I'm hearing, predicted. So yeah, this was meant to happen, like, at this time, if you're in so-called, this is, it's not like, oh man, yeah, it's meant to be. It's not like, oh shoot, like, did it? No, it's like, yeah, this is and it's a matter of also, as strengthening the crown chakra, so that you are not feeling like you are a victim to what takes place in life, right? Page of Coins, knowing that if something happens, it's like, in a way, you manifested that, and there is a seamlessness of the flow and integration with the crown chakra, where you are connected to the unity of consciousness and all. Queen of Coins, 4 of Coins. I feel this person finds you very, like, smart. They really like, there's something about water, guys, okay? Yeah, you guys have a past life with water, or there's a theme of water. Something even about a cruise. I see that here looking on this card. There's something very, very, like, exciting, magical, but then very scary and intimidating. Like, I feel this person is tempted by you, in a way. They're very, like, attracted. They're drawn to you, but then they're scared. It's, like, kind of, it's like, as, imagine someone is getting to know how the ocean works, and, yeah, what it means to really surf those waves. And I see that they're very kind of, like, attracted, they're magnetized, but there's this fear. It's like there is still an inherent fear. Now, yeah, it's like almost like it's too good to be true. I'm hearing that. Or they bob in and then they step back. It's freaky. 9 of Swords, yeah. The Hangman is also in reverse. The Emperor, oh my god. Look at this card. I can't wait to, wow. Okay, read with these later. 8 of Cups in the general videos. The Hierophant, whatever it's meant to be though. 7 of Swords. Yeah, it's like this, so cute. Thank you. I feel this person, guys, they're going through like some sort of they're going through an awakening. They're going through these experiences that make them, you know, trust also their intuition. Like maybe they had a hunch at a certain point. They really find you very attractive, but then I'm hearing they're uncomfortable with that at times. Like they don't, you know, how do we say this? Those moments where, and they can be very so-called, you know, let's say like kind of very so-called confident, but it's like if they like you, that doesn't mean they're going to approach you. Okay, so for some of you, this person is not processing how they're going to be able to be with you. They maybe feel like they're also not good enough. The Nine of Cups, like they don't know. It's like they're very shy for some of you. Like very shy. Seven of Swords. For some reason, there's a question of reputation in the public space. I feel that sometimes they must have a lot of Libra. I think they sometimes get very uncomfortable. Like if they feel, it's almost like, are other people watching like our relationship? It's like, who cares, right? It's like if you're in love, like I feel they have a lot of Taurus as well. It's like, you guys are going to be in love. It's like they're processing. So I wouldn't take what they do or say personally, guys. I think that's the main take home message. I keep seeing croissants. What is this? Well, it is a kawaii tarot deck, but it's like literally there is a croissant there. So, okay. I feel like sometimes, guys, like, they're shy and you don't know it. It's like they run away. For some of you, they literally ran away. And you felt like, wow, yeah. I see that they, though, can give off, like, a King of Swords energy. Seven of Wands. I feel that they look at you as someone who can do everything that they want to do, like, very easily. And that's kind of like... Then they step back and they're like, then why? Yeah, they need to work on self-talk. And I don't feel spirit. This is not an ending. If this is the video you're drawn, if you feel like you're resonating with strength, if you feel like these are your messages. Nine of Coins. Yeah, they're going to come through. Nine of Cups. They, I feel they have a question here of commitment. Like also though, fully sort of giving themselves to a certain experience and being brave, like saying, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Like no experience is too good for me. I'm hearing that. Too good. Like no experience is too magical. This is about integrating with the crown chakra and being really sort of in that space of fulfillment. Can we get a few energies here with this person? We have here the Two of Cups, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yes, hi. Oh, Dustin. Hey, Dustin. Wow. What's up? Oh, that's so funny. I just like saw that right there. Dustin, you're a Pisces, right? We say it every time as if it's changed. All right. What's up, Dustin? I've known Dustin. We go way back. Can you guys believe I met Dustin in a Yahoo chat? In a Yahoo chat back when I was like 13 or something. You guys, thank you for tuning in, for your support. Everyone here over the years, and new followers as well. Five of Swords in reverse, Queen of Coins in reverse. Yeah, you guys need to have a heart-to-heart, okay? I'm seeing here that this person is, like, looking at you as someone who, they really like you, but they need to feel that you're ready. Okay, they're putting it on, for some of you, here we go. It's, like, easier for this person to kind of be like... Yeah, I'm waiting on you. It's like, he's not waiting on you. Okay, he's waiting. If he turns around and needs to get honest, okay, with the mirror there, yeah. There's going to be a reflection point that, yeah, that looks back at him and says it's about maybe more like you. It's like, yeah, shoot, it is. Okay, Justice in reverse. Yeah, this is, oh my God, guys. Fan it out. They want it with you, like, in a serious way. Okay, it's not like, yeah, and this is the thing, like, I feel like if this person were so-called a player or whatever, no, what is a player? Every experience is meaningful, right? Even if someone projects and whatever. No, there's no such thing as a so-called player. We're not playing here in life. We're doing our shadow work as well. So if someone comes into our life and projects a certain frequency, that's reflective as well for us in our birth chart. So always look at your birth chart when you're dealing with someone who's very challenging. Look at what is being reflected. Let's say you meet someone and they've got, it could be specifically in terms of transit. Now, in terms of, right, transits in your personal birth chart and your synastry. But with the Six of Cups and the Justice card, you guys, this person, yeah, they want it very seriously with you, and this is part of what makes it super awkward with the Knight of Cups. So we're going to get more into the astrology here as far as Neptune retro, because obviously alongside that there are some warnings. I feel for some of you, in a very short sense, you've made a decision to hold a certain boundary here. I feel this person will come through. It's going to be in layers and levels. It's like, do I want to let them in now? Like, is this, you know, the standard is so-called, and not in a way of, yeah, this is this, you know, appropriate for me. We have the King of Coins. Okay, you guys, now here's the thing. There's a cultural language factor here for some of you, difference maybe in, yeah, there's something, they know that world is not for them, whatever it is that is sort of in the back of their mind. They don't respect whatever that is. I also see that very clearly. They don't really resonate with something here, but they're a part of that world. This is what I'm seeing, and this is meant to be an empowering message. So if it does ever sort of, if you feel like it's triggering, then you maybe want to come back into the reading at another point in time. King of Coins, they, you know, it's funny. I feel like you can easily interpret this person's behavior as like, wow, they're kind of being like a little bit maybe egotistical at times, maybe a little bit insensitive even with the King of Pentacles. I feel this is more like this, they don't really know how to show you, okay? I think there is a question of assertion, like, and holding sort of their, I'm hearing their masculinity energy. Interesting with the King of Coins. It's like, am I just going to sort of show up? They do really want to I'm hearing to integrate their cause with you, but it's like, how do we describe this? It's kind of like, they don't have a bad intention, guys, is what I'm seeing. But it can come off, it's not about bad or good, it's a matter of, is it empowering? And I think that's where, you know, if you are in separation, this is very important this time in separation, because this is your time to really sort of solder, okay, what it is that is your standard, and not that this person is not your standard, but there are nuances in the way that you want to connect to them. And this is kind of like, you needed to be very, 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 very sort of set and having a leadership with what your value is, what your expectation is. A special clip down the back. Yeah, and they may suffer at times, they get very jealous, but they're not processing that, so it turns into like an extreme, I see this as a very strong machismo energy with the King of Pentacles. For smidgen of you, like, this may sort of translate as, I feel this reading's all over the place, but okay, this is the message. It may translate as, you know, wanting to like buy you things, or wanting to assert or show you that they're successful or something like this. But we have yet to see the King of Cups. I mean, we have the two of Cups. So for smidgen of you, maybe they even keep it professional. Okay, they feel more comfortable keeping it professional with you. But the thing is that there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, yeah, no issue inherently with. There's inherently no issue with working with someone who you feel you really, really connect with in some deep way. And why would we not work with a person, right, that we feel, you know, in sense, I mean, we would make, let's say, even love to. I feel like you have a very strong connection romantically with this person. But it's like kind of like a little bit like, it's interesting. I feel like the King of Coins, okay, is to come after we've sort of moved through the King of Cups energy. And so for that energy to come through so early on in the Queen of Coins, maybe you started out as a professional, okay, sort of connection. But for some of you, I feel this is more like what they feel comfortable with. I do feel they got a lot of hermit. I hear hermit, Virgo. Let's get further, yeah. Now, for some of you, they're timing something out, Nine of Wands. Yeah, okay, this person's very interesting and very funny. It's like, I feel they'll either go from this spectrum of like, being very even kind of guarded, but they that's their way of like showing you they're there. If that makes sense. It's like they're standing there kind of like in a guarded sense, but like it's to show you, but like anyone else would sort of see that as like, wow, it's like he's kind of pushing you away. It's like he's showing up. That's his version of showing up. But then Nine of Wands and the King of Coins is like, if anything, it's like the person who stands away from you so that you can see them. It's like he wants you to see him, but like to you, you're like, why are you not standing right next to me? So there's a little bit of like maybe a skewed perspective in terms of expectation, or there's just a change. You guys are not, you know, that it's bad or wrong. It's just you're coming from, yeah, it's not bad or wrong. You're just coming from different standpoints. It's not, yeah, there's no negative, positive or neutral. It's a perspective. So this is more like their understanding. You guys are going to be merging. I see that you're going to have a future together. I feel this is a very, very special connection. Okay, they may even, for smidgen, this is coming through, I'm going to mention it, they may have an addiction of some kind. They need to move through that. For smidgen of you, maybe they're feeling not really up to par. They're feeling very guarded. I feel they're not knowing that they're being guarded though with you. That's part of it. And that's why, like, I don't see someone who's like, you know, like actively trying to like, you know, put you in a weird spot. I feel that it's more like it's the only way they know at this point in time. So it's like they're not yet at King of Cups. I don't think they're going to try to show up as The King of Cups. Okay, they know they can't. Okay, this is someone who's gonna, yeah, they're in their comfort zone still with a King of, yeah, King of Wands reversed. Oh my god. For smidgen of you, maybe they came off as a player in the past, but they were like, but they've definitely grown. I feel like from the last time you met them, you guys had a very awkward maybe start. It was a little bit rocky, a little bit strange. Your first encounters were like kind of a little bit like kind of rocky. I just keep hearing that. Like it's really hard to understand like what their intention is, and then it started to change, and that's how I feel you'll know what this is, who this is possibly as well. Because they started to really change, okay, but it's still, I don't see this as still sort of being very clear. The High Priestess, I feel for when you, let's continue. This person is very tall for some of you, or there's something about their height. Queen of Wands and the Five of Cups. There's something going on financially. I think they want to impress you, but they don't, it's like they don't, you know, this is the thing. They do have the vocabulary, but they feel they don't to write you that poetry that they really feel. They feel the poetry, guys, with you, but they haven't written it yet. And I what I like though about this energy, and yeah, is that it's honest, okay? And I feel like this person kind of in a sense knows, like, I'm not gonna pretend like I know how to be the King of Cups yet. I'm hearing that, wow. But it is kind of sad, like, this is obviously more 5D, right? Talk, more 5D talk. And 3D, maybe, for example, it's like, they're not answering your phone calls, I'm hearing this. They're being more standoffish and guarded, okay? So this is, yeah, like, can we get a few charms? They're intimidated by your family for some of you. We have NJRT. Some of you travel a lot, or they travel a lot. We have E, we have an A. Yeah, you guys are a teacher or someone here in the public. They're oftentimes, yeah, they really respect you, but you know, maybe they even made fun of something you said before. It's like, excuse me, Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, or somebody they want to take you on a date. They're trying to think like what would be magical to you. They're trying to like plan it. For some of you, someone's a makeup artist. I see that. Okay, now we have here the Three of Cups. Yeah. Okay, this person is the master at making things sort of seem awkward. Like, making you sort of like think like, is it all in my head that this person's into me like that? This is what I'm hearing. Like this person will, they're that one person who will do that one thing, that will say that one thing that makes you think like, no, then okay, the last 8 years of our life together was just kind of like mayonnaise. Okay, yeah, but not even like I'm hearing ordered. It was just brought, it's like he's acting like, oh no, like the ketchup and the mustard, like we didn't ask for that. They just gave it along with I'm hearing with the refrigerated pinto beans. What? Hold on. It's like he's trying to act like it just kind of happened between us. It's like, no. It's like he's saying it's not intentional. Okay. Before we get really kind of irate there. Okay, NRALEATJ. These are the letters again. For some of you, like, but this is the thing, like, if this person were truly, like, let's say so-called, like, a player or whatever, it's like, and you really, like, if you really felt that, you would not be here at this reading. This is the feeling I'm getting, okay? I feel like you're here because you know, like, okay, this is his way of, like, just kind of, I don't know, protecting his heart. And I feel like he knows, like, the King of Cups is still cooking. He's still got the King of Cups in him, but he's not ready to show you the King of Cups. I'm hearing it like this. So he has to hide the King of Cups. He doesn't want you to see the King of Cups until the King of Cups is truly that. The King of Cups until the King of Cups has matured. So it's like all he has is like the King of Coins. It's like he just has to show you, like, you know, something. He's not gonna not show up, so he's showing you the King of Coins. This is what I'm hearing. Now let's get further. This person is coming through. They're coming back. Okay, they're very scared they're scared of you. They feel, you guys, like, on one hand, you're a teacher or something like that. For some of you, you're in a legal profession. You're a legal advisor, or you're very well respected, or you have a lot of friends. For some of you, you're a social media icon. You have a lot of social following. People really respect you. It's like they respect your work. I see that. Some of you are an illustrator. They know that, yeah, they're not gonna just come through. They don't want to embarrass you. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know. Okay, I feel like you'd be like, what? It's like Marty. I'm hearing that. What do you, come through, bro? Come through, Marty. Come through. It's like he doesn't realize, like, you will melt that Queen of Swords, like, for his heart any day. I'm hearing that. Oh my god, the Death card, but not without standards. And maybe this is why it's separated, because you're saying, listen, this is the tough thing about really strong connections, is you sometimes will sort of say, I know you at your core, like, I'll let certain things slide, but Spirit is saying, nah, we need to really hash that out in 3D, that we really, let's there's something going on with their family, very awkward. They have to get through that. It's like, yeah, so this person has to confront something. I'm seeing a really tall giraffe here. They absolutely are not gonna be able, they have to confront this really intense karmic past lineage. I hear that. Okay, until, yeah, Spirit's not gonna let that come through for the ride when you guys really ascend. 2 of Wands. Okay, so you guys are gonna be ascending together. I see that. Okay, I'm seeing it like this. You guys are going on your path. When you separated, it's like you had to go through something really uncomfortable to then come back together. It's kind of like, I'm seeing, like, imagine a plant has been growing and like these 2 vines are growing together. And then it's like they're going to take that and put it into another pot. But so what they need to do is, like, it's like, okay, you guys grew together. It's very uncomfortable in a way. It's like we have to separate you, like, momentarily, but then we're going to put you back together. But it's like, you know, imagine, like, how does a plant feel? It's like you're pulling the two vines apart, and then, yeah, it's like that you feel that. It's like in some way you feel that, but then, you know, like, you feel in your heart like the roots are still there. Okay, it's like, yeah, you know, like, you feel like Spirit's not pulling you away for good kind of vibe. I'm hearing like that. Moon, 9 of Cups, so special. Yeah, you will always feel it. It's like you still feel your roots are together. I hear that. Oh, wow, this is very sweet. This is very sweet energy, guys. Like, I feel like because you have a space, you open this person to you, and with such deep healing. I feel like you say, you know what, I understand you, and I get you on a deeper plane, and I'm not going to judge you for what you do on the 3D. Like, I remember when we were just 2 seeds in the pot, I'm hearing that, oh my God, I'm gonna start crying with the kawaii deck, guys. It's like, now I'm seeing it, like, yeah, guys, like, it's like I'm hearing, it's like I remember you way back when. It's like I remember you, like, I'm not gonna judge you, like, by your vines. I'm hearing that, okay, and how you grow, and how Spirit also moves us. Literally, look on this card, guys. Look at that vine. It's like looking like a vine. Now, for some of you, sometimes you feel it's over, but I'm getting from Spirit it's not. And I feel like this is gonna, for some of you, be a lifetime partner. Some of you are gonna travel. You're gonna have multiple. For some of you, lifetimes together. I see that here. We have here 4 of Wands. You're going to have multiple lifetimes. I'm hearing that. Okay, so take it as you will. It may not be on so-called Earth. Okay, something here. Yeah, you guys will continue to. Yeah, I'm hearing party. Maybe you look like not some. If you thought it's going to continue, whatever this is. The Magician. You're also going to do a lot of traveling, I feel, but that can also be a metaphor. You guys have a very long story here. Okay, a lot. Yeah, something about the number 7. I seen the number 7 very strongly here. 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands. I feel like you also, yeah, you will eventually, for some of you, have a house or a business with this person. You have children. For some of you, you're going to have like 4 children, 4 or 5 children for some of you. For some of you, you're gonna have like 1 child, very tubby. I see that. It's kind of cute. I'm seeing that. Real, like, what? It's like 1 child, very specific. I don't know. Take it as you will. Very particular message, maybe. Like, maybe when they're born, it's like they have like they're really like tubby, maybe. I don't know. Take it as you will. But all babies, no. But this one is something very particular. Now let's get back into it. Maybe even it's a pet. Maybe you you adopt an animal here together. Okay. Now let's get back to it. For some of you though, I see like Spirit separating your vines, okay? Because they need to make it so that they can situate you in another pot, which is going to be bigger and way more comfortable. This is what I'm hearing. So they have to kind of like prune the vines. They have to like clear the vines, you know? Kind of like it's preparation. I hear it like this. So in the meantime, okay, yeah, and it's funny. It literally looks like a plant a little bit here. For some of you, you know, it's like imagine if a plant had consciousness. It's like you kind of feel what's going on, and they do, right? There have been studies here, right, where people, it's like you speak to the plant and they absorb those vibes. The plants you speak nicely to, it's like they grow, you know, supposedly much faster. So there's something here. You're feeling the vibes of your spirit, guys. I'm hearing it like this. You're picking up on the vibes around you. Yeah, the vibration around you, and obviously with the collective, all are one. There is something here that you're sort of understanding now. I feel like for some of you, you're starting to understand, okay, there's a reason for this. Now, it's like, I just see the very obvious, like you're moving apart and then you're going to come back together. And when you do, it's going to be in a new direction. You guys are ascending. I see that. And this is the next leg of your journey will be together. I'm hearing it has to be, actually. The 4 of Cups. Wow. I see you weaving together. You're like weaving something. Very interesting. 4 of Cups. There's a very strong, I see the color red here. You guys have a lot of passion. This is how you'll know who this is. The set physically. You guys are very attracted to each other. 8 of Wands. You're gonna have, I feel you're gonna physically, something physically. You're gonna move with this person, or you're gonna be traveling a lot now. This person is very lonely without you. I see that they feel lonely. I feel like it's mirrored, like what you feel, they feel. Like, you know, it's, yeah, they don't want to like move out. I hear that. Maybe it's like some circumstance came about where like they gotta move out. It's like, sorry, like gotta go, like bye. It's like that moment, like semester's over, like can't be with your roommate anymore. It's like something like that. But I do feel like it's kind of like, I'll be back for grad school. It's like, see you then, you know, something like that. So let's continue. It's very important, you know, to know that you are always also your own story. And like, even if you're both in the same pot, it's like you're your own seed. So take care of yourself, you know, make sure that you're growing strong and firm. And that will impact, right, this other conversation because, you know, it's interesting. Plants do affect each other, right? Like if one plant starts going bad, it's going to affect the other plant. So yeah, that's why they say like you want to separate a plant if it's not really doing too well. You want to put it in a different pot. So yeah, that might be a metaphor, right? Obviously for some of you, like if you know, maybe they were going through something and they had to clear that karma, like spirit separating you so that you are not going to be affected by that as well. And that's not selfish, right? And so yeah, let's clear it. I think this person realizes like they're wondering like, why was I separated from this person? And it was divine. Let's move a little further. Can we get on their energy? Who are you dealing with? Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm seeing the number 7, 2, 1, 11, 4, and 10. Okay, could be birth information. We have here 6 of coins. I'm hearing a song by Savage Garden. No pun intended. All right. We were just talking about plants. Okay. I knew I loved you. I knew I loved you before I met. Aw, you guys are very similar. This is so cute, guys. I feel like I'm looking at these two like sunflowers. Like one of you maybe is more comfortable with this process. Like one of you maybe feels, it's like one of you feels like the other. There's a little bit maybe of like competitive energy. It's like, wait, why does she get like that? Oh shoot, the phone is gonna die. Hey guys. The timing there, right? The minute we start asking why, Spirit is like, we don't ask why. That's when we turn off the phone and the phone dies. Okay, so for some of you though, there maybe was a bit of rivalry and maybe that's what happened. Like you guys, you know, the proverbial phone died on your relationship for a minute, for a period of time, and you guys maybe, again, I'm here separated for some. 2 of Wands here, 6 of Coins. Now, what I'm seeing for some of you, it's like that moment when you feel very connected to someone, but then you still feel, you know, in some ways, it's interesting. I feel like you guys are sometimes, the passion is too much. Sometimes the feelings are too much. It's like, and you're processing, you can't handle it. It's like, how do I say this? It's like your software is way too good for your hardware right now. It's like, so you guys have to clear some karma. I'm seeing that here to be able to really work with this level of magnetism. Some of you here, you have a really big opportunity. It's almost like I don't want to ruin this, so I need to step back and make sure when I do come back, I'm actually ready for it. For some of you, yeah, the separation was absolutely like, it's like so that you can maximize the connection, because I feel like you guys were, there was something getting kind of heated here with the 2 of Wands. Like it's a maybe, again, I keep saying something a little competitive. It's like one sunflower is like, why is that one growing faster than I am? It's like there's something like that, but you guys are very similar, but then it's different. It's like, well, you're getting confused. It's almost like the ego. Yes. Because in your heart, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, it's about the whole conversation. It's not about one flower picking it apart from the other. It's like we are both in the same conversation. It's like we shouldn't be like, you know, argumentative. I hear that. We shouldn't be arguing. But then maybe you got argumentative with this person and spirit pulled it away. Yeah, maybe it feels a little bit like a timeout, but it's not. There's a reason, right? Yet again, and it's all for ascension. This is divinely guided, and it is part of the soul contract is what I'm seeing that it's coming through. That came through strongly in the beginning, but always take it well. 10 of Swords, yeah. This was bound. So I see that there was a pattern of energy and it reached some sort of plateau. Something really got very, very sort of like, oh my God. And then it's like kind of, it ended. I see that here with the 10 of Swords. Here, guys, I'm in love with this deck. 10 of Swords. Wow, this is just the cutest. Look at that. It's like 3 tears right there. Something is reminding me a bit of the Tower. It's like we had to do that. But then it's like, I feel like you both sort of manifested that. You both were climbing station, get to the point that it needed to get to. And maybe in a way, I don't want to say sabotage wise, right? But it's that moment when you said, I know this may sort of tip the boat, it's gonna rock the boat, and you let it rock, and it's like, well, let's see, like, is the gondola really, like, gonna go to Rome? Like, because it's gonna, we have to, yeah, let's see, is it gonna, and if it's not, then we have to make sure that we're aligned. I hear that, because I feel like some of you, you know, there was a really strong incongruence here, not with each other, it's more the surrounding factors. It's a moment where we say, we start arguing because there's something around us that we are arguing with, and that mirrors then in the relationship. So that mirrored experience, it's not just mirroring with each other. You guys are very, I feel like you have a lot of, you have a strong relationship. It's more a matter of the karma that is in your conversations, okay, with your higher self. So this is where you guys were getting into this, like, and the thing is, because for some of you, I feel like this so-called ended over something very stupid or simple. Like, really, like, you look back on this, like, why did we let it get to that point? Because you did not let it get to that point. It's not about letting it get to anywhere. I hear like this, like, this is what was sort of coming out from a peripheral standpoint. And so that's where you say, I have to address something else here. It's not you, it's not our relationship. It's something that I need to clear out. I'm hearing and cough up. Oh. So for some of you, yeah, I see like there was this something was bleeding into the relationship and it was causing tension and contention. It's like one, I keep just seeing it so clear, like one sunflower was like kind of like, you know, getting kind of, yeah, but I see this also as maybe a bit of like an assertive energy, but then, yeah, Spirit is saying we're not, obviously, the point is not for you to project that onto your so-called twin flame. You have to work on that with yourself, but the twin flame is going to be a guide for you and a mirror. And I think this person, guys, like they felt really bad. If I see angel wings here, I feel they felt bad if they said anything sideways with you. They really, I see someone wearing the color navy. They felt really bad. Okay. They felt not just bad, but they felt uncomfortable about how they maybe, you know, observed the relationship. I feel, yeah, let's clear it. They felt weird about how they expressed themselves, and I feel they did not feel like as if they said everything they wanted to. I'm hearing that as well, but the point was not to sort of like find closure here. This is a matter of them needing and also taking that triggered energy into the direction that it actually needs to be applied in and taken towards. So I feel you guys kind of like, you know, you really triggered each other, but then that sort of brought you into discussion points that you otherwise maybe would not have had. So there's something that you really needed to get down to and really, you know, yeah, really, this person is, I think they look back and they're like, darn it, why did I ruin it? It's like, they really like you. Again, I'm hearing it so repetitively, so they must have given you maybe the impression that they didn't for some. Okay, this may most likely this is a situation where this person didn't give you like a clear sort of communicative response or reaction or reason for why they're in and out, okay, of the conversation with you. And that's the point, because you guys were not, this is not an issue that originated in your relationship. It's not like you guys need to just talk about this and find your you know, your resolution in this relationship. This is something that you needed to sort of boomerang into the proper direction, right? So it's a matter of getting honest, but interestingly not with each other, if this makes sense. So hopefully this is, yeah, hopefully this is helpful and making sense. Let's get back to it. Temperance, 10 of coins, 10 of swords. So yeah, and I think like in your heart, guys, like, you know, like I know this person, it really sees my true colors and is not going to be, let's say, you know, offended by my behavior, my actions, truly, right? Okay. But they do want to rush in. I feel this person is very, like, at times they feel like they're held back from spirit. Like, why can't I, like, hang out with her? I'm hearing that because, yeah, it's like he kind of, for some reason, he's trying to manifest his way back into your life. It's like maybe even a bit of, like, I'm seeing, like, a little bit of, like, beachy style. It's like, or for some of you, they're really worried that you're going to move on. It's like, can't see her move on. It's like he wants to kind of, like, yeah, for some of you, but, guys, like, yeah, it's like, it's a little bit of a moment, like, you should know better, like, I'm in love with you. I'm hearing that, the Chariot. But yeah, they dream, they imagine. Sometimes, let's back it up. They want to just rush back in. The Devil. Okay, they have to get to this. If they do not address this, you can't come back in. I'm hearing that. This is that one karma, and this is why this person, okay, because otherwise it's like you're going to come back in and we're going to have a relapse of the same experience. So this person needs to kind of be in a very scary, dark place. For a smidgen of you, they have to do this dark night of the soul energy clearing, and, you know, it's like, It's kind of like, it's like, who is this? Like, who am I holding hands with? Who am I waking up with? This is a moment where they have to confront something really, really kind of that they were avoiding, and in the comfort of the relationship with you. And for smidgen of you, this is something that you were upholding the relationship, something most likely that you're very good at, or that you're very, very comfortable with. And so when they were in a relationship with you, or in a connection with you more, let's say on a daily basis, for some of you, if you had a stronger connection and then it sort of waned, I see that in this relationship, or at least at this phase in the past, you most likely were holding the higher frequency of the devil energies, okay? So that they were not seeing their shadow there. I know this is maybe a bit abstract. Hopefully this is helpful. If this is making sense, hit the like button, let me know. And yeah, so it's a little bit like kind of like convoluted, but yeah, because this is important. They needed to kind of feel what it felt like to feel. They felt like you were the guardian angel for some of you. They felt like you were really good at the things that they weren't really good at, and then it was like very uncomfortable when you guys separated, because then they really sort of realized what they're actually needing to also do for themselves, like with the devil. Like I feel they were yes, the Tower. Shit. Spirit's not going easy on this, and that is a testament to how strong this connection is. The Tower mirroring the devil, mirroring the Three of Cups. Mirroring, what do I do? It's like sometimes you feel their feelings, sometimes you feel their worry. It's like a parent who drops their kid off at school. It's like they feel like their child is like kind of feeling like nervous or scared. It's like, but I have to drop him off. Like I can't be there forever, like that. The devil, like going with him, it's like otherwise it's gonna be a cycle, and I'm gonna be going to college classes with him at a certain point. I have to get it earlier on that he's as a message that I love you because I love you, but you, and so yeah, I love you for who you evolve. And I love how you evolve. So, interestingly, I feel this person is worried. They want to impress you, but they feel sometimes that if they do, sort of, it's interesting, like they go kind of through this loop. It's almost like they don't want to see you impressed by the true them. It's almost like more comfortable to just be with you. Okay, now I'm saying very clearly. So Spirit separated you from this person. Maybe it's a bit abstract, guys, but okay, oh well. It's a message. You may want to watch it a few times over if you feel guided, however. It's like, all right. Let's continue, though. Spirit, I see, pulled you apart. Because when you're so close together, it's like you're kind of not doing the shadow work in a way, okay? It's like it's easier to not see certain things about yourself. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be together, right? There's a reason for why you come together. But then, pulling you apart, it's like then they can sort of really sort of be truly impressing you. I hear it like that. I don't know what that means. Maybe they were, because I see that they were impressing you, but by way of like you kind of impressing you. I hear it like this. I don't know. That's very interesting. Well, because they don't want. They were not ready to confront this with the devil, the Nine of Swords. Oh my god. Yeah, the Dark Night of the Soul. So they're going through the Dark Night of the Soul. If you recently separated with someone, for some of you, yeah, for some of you, maybe they're like overeating. They're getting into like all kinds of, they're trying anything to run away from this, okay? Anything to run away from, like, but they have to get down to this with the devil, okay? And the Nine of Swords. They really need to, for some of you, this person has their head up their ass. I don't know what that's going to. Okay, it's like they're not being confrontational with their own shadow work, and I feel like, but then they like want to impress you. I keep hearing that, but they don't want to impress you. It's like they want to just be with you. It's like so very interesting. I feel this is your higher self though, impressing your higher self, which is a matter of growth and transcendence. So they have to realize as well, like they're not going to be impressing you. This is a matter of them ascending with themselves. Okay, the High Priestess. So there's too much, like, they know there's strong connection, but then they're fearful that you're gonna either like them for conditional, that you're into them for a very particular. They're not processing this, guys. This is a lot on 5D. Okay, what we're saying right here, they're not realizing this. This is not like they're like realizing and talking to themselves in the mirror about this. This is okay, more like the subconscious, okay, space of feeling like that they have to be someone very particular for you, and so they never realize that it being so close to you always they never realize that that you like them for an unconditional reason. But the High Priestess, they never were able to really feel interesting why they love you. I'm hearing that as well. Like they knew they loved you, but it's just kind of like I see like an incubation energy. Like you guys are very young. I see like I just keep seeing this vision. Like you guys were both planted in a pot. Yeah, like two little seeds. And like, yeah, like maybe you were like a dominant seed a little bit, like you were growing more dominantly, and so they were kind of growing around you. I see that. It's really cute, guys. They really like you. I keep hearing that. I'm hearing Zahi. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Emus on Zahi. That, yeah, the Capricorn reading. Was it Cancer? Emus on Zahi. Cancer, Capricorn. Anyways. So I feel like this person going through the dark night of the soul, they're going to realize, holy shit, it's like, I really do have, like, emotions, and I really do have this, like, this emotion within me. I just see their heart chakra cracking open. Judgment here with the Queen of Cups. Page of Cups. Oh, here we go. The Four Cups. Okay, so they're going to want to come through, and, like, they're going to start feeling these really, really romantic emotions, like, okay, and they're going to have this desire to express them. It's like a baby who's going to talk for the first time. It's like, you know, but first you have to, like, have the feeling to talk, and so this is the feeling that's growing now. Out of the Devil, out of the Nine of Swords, out of the Tower moment of being like, where am I? Okay? It's kind of like, yeah, when we're in a dark room, when the lights go down, then we start trying to feel, okay, around, right? Yeah, this is what I'm seeing very clearly, like something, the lights went down in the room, and like, if the light's always on, then we're never really using that proverbial muscle, okay, to try and, yeah, feel our way. And so they're going to have an activation of their clairsentient, clairaudient capabilities, the Hermit. This is a, yeah. I feel they're like gonna be communicating and reaching out to you pretty soon with something romantic for some of you, but that doesn't mean that it's time for you to reunite. It's always a matter of, does it actually empower me? Is it? And that's always the question, right? Because that's what's best for this person, right? It's like, are you really growing firm, or do you need more time in a separate pot for a moment, you know, so that then we can make sure when we really come together, we're not going to also be like super codependent. I'm hearing that, like, maybe Spirit had to separate you because maybe one of you was growing like fast and they need to speed him up, but then they need to be separated in order to truly speed up. I hear that because they were maybe like they were it's like the one plant was leaning on the other plant a little too much. Let's clear, you know what I'm saying? Then it starts to slope. So let's backtrack, clear throat chakra. This sounds so weird, this reading, but that's okay. Okay, the Hermit, everything is weird. What is normal, right? Okay, let's clear. Who cares who wants normal? The Five of Swords here with the Tower. So yeah, but maybe they were too much in the Matrix energy, like very normalized energy, and they realize, but they know that that's not life. Then that's the thing, they know that. But it was more like the initiation to actually step out of that conversation. And so, because, yeah, and I feel like, here's the thing, you most likely, when you met this person, you were not operating the Matrix, so it's like, because you're the dominant energy, it's like, you were the so-called super driver, you had to show them the way out. It's like, hello, this is where we're going, this is the way we're going. But it's almost like you being in that connection so close to them was sort of giving, it was occupying that conversation, so they never really were needing to talk, and, you know, yeah, in the group proposal presentation, it's like you were doing all the talking. Okay, slide to slide. So this person needs to understand, like, but he was just kind of standing there. It's like, I know I want to talk about something. It's like, yeah, of course you do. So this is a matter of getting the heart chakra open, talking through the heart chakra, not just the mind, not just like, you know, having conversation. Like, most likely when you met this person, it's like you're making small talk and you're just like, come on, bro, we need to have like a deeper sort of dive here, right? Don't you think? It's like, they know how to swim. You looking at them like, I know you can be a deep ass diver and you can go find that jewel, that one freaking jewel from, yeah, you know, Titanic when she threw the pendant over. I know you got that in you, bro. Come on. It's like, but then you knew, like, still, it's like, I'm not gonna do that for you though. Because then you started realizing, and maybe on an astral plane or two, several, you realize I'm about to be the one who's gonna take that dive, and I'm gonna turn into the one going to grab that, and he has to learn how to do that. I'm hearing that. Okay, so the Ace of Cups. Wow. For some of you, there's something about Mexican. Something Mexican. Maybe you have a history in Mexico. We said that, right? Yeah. Something about Mexico or something like that. I keep seeing pastries. Let's back throw. Yeah. They have a. They are gonna plan something here with you. The first image of you maybe is an apology. They are gonna craft something for you. They want to give you something really sentimental and sweet. With the King of Cups, they may even be planning. There's like, oh wow, shit, just saw that. Okay, on the Ace of Cups, wow, yeah. They're planning something like a getaway, something. They were planning like an offer. Yeah, I feel they're putting. Yeah. Guys, I feel they feel like they feel boring to you. Like they feel like their personality is not interesting enough to you. I hear that. What? He's having dreams of you as well, I see that? Okay. The Empress. Oh my god. This card. All of them. Just so precious. Illustrations. He's worried you're not gonna like this offer. I think you'll like it. I think but what you like is this person, you know? And not just this person, but this, their soul, their spirit. There's inexplainable. If someone were to ask you, like, what do you like about this person? Frick, if you were to ask yourself, I don't know why it'd be different, but if you were, the answer would be like, I don't really know, you know? It's like there's something that you, sometimes that's the lovers. Wow. Very divine, guys, this connection is. Wow. I think they don't want to, like, cramp your vibe. They don't want to cramp your style. I feel like they feel like, and that's true love, guys. Like, I feel this person loves you unconditionally. The Star, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, this is so sweet. God damn, this is so fucking sweet. This is, like, really, because I feel that this is truly unconditional. I feel this person, and yeah, I don't think that you guys stepped away out of ego, from an ego space, though. I think this was more like, obviously, yet again. This is, I don't think this is like a karmic, like, you know, just purely catalytic. You're meant to sort of stay apart and you can't. It's like Pluto contacts and the birth chart's getting very messy and, like, triggering. No. I feel this is more like, but always take as well. It's a general video. Right? It's general, yeah. But I feel this is more like destiny, okay? Destined. Yeah. This was in the soul contract, and your spirit guides, yeah, it's like this is divinely orchestrated, and your spirit guides pulled you apart, and so, and the spirit guides were in control of this in a way, and so that's where you feel it. It's like, I realize, like, there's something, yeah, much more important going on as well. So I don't feel this is like, yeah, and you're definitely, we all know, yeah, you're protected. You guys are a divine couple. Okay, the King of Cups. I feel like maybe they feel a little bit behind, though. Like, now it's like, now I'm curious, like, where's the Emperor? It's like, he feels like he has to catch up with you. I'm getting that. It's kind of cute, though, guys. Yet again, King of Cups, your Ace of Cups. But, yeah, especially if you're very strong, you're strongly in your Empress energy. It could be however gender. I feel that they feel more like King of Cups, where you're the Empress. Okay, maybe maybe they could actually be younger. We have the Lovers, the Page of Coins. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is just really, really sweet. And I feel like they know that they're not losing time with you because they are doing what's right for you. So when they step away so that you can really step into this energy of the inner Empress, then it's like they're gonna be honestly like, wow, that's my queen right there. I'm hearing it like this. And that's what they want. They want to see you as a queen. So they don't want to just be there. Like, I feel like they're not gonna ever just want to sort of show you who they are. It's more like they want you to show yourself off, for some of you, even to the world. Wow, this person really wants you to be the best that you can be, and this is what's making it really the energy that it is. Okay, yeah, and this is very interesting because I see the King of Cups even moving the Lover to the side. For some of you, you know, and again, it's divinely orchestrated. This person is trying, in the sense of saying, this is not just like their ego, like, oh yeah, I care for you unconditionally. This is like in their spirit, they'll make a sacrifice. I'll step away. I'm not, and maybe even they set the relationship to the side so that if they feel like you can really be the best that you can be independently for a period of time, like, they're gonna step aside. They're not selfish. They're not gonna try and be in the backdrop of your shot. You know, I see it like that. King of Cups is like truly, truly unconditional. They are fantasizing about you, dreaming of you, reunions, okay, but that's not what they're here for. I hear that. And they want to see you shine. It's really beautiful, the Death card, but they do get jealous. I see that. They get super jealous. I see this person trying to, like, not think about you. It's like they want to, trying to just get you off their mind. It's like, I don't want to see, like, if she's looking hot or not. I'm hearing that. Okay, take it as you will. I'm seeing something about dumplings here, like, you know, Chinese dumplings. I'm seeing that. See something, yeah, they don't want to, like, look at your, like, social feed too much, but they do. They can't not. I see that Page of Coins. It's like, but then it's like they go through this range of emotion, like, okay, but then I can't just rush back just because I'm jealous. I'm hearing that. Oh, the Lovers of the King of Cups. It's like, yeah, they're trying to keep, wow, they are keeping the faith. Two of Cups. Oh my god. Sometimes they even worry. I feel they worry about you. Three Swords. So, yeah, what they need, they're gonna return, guys. I see this for some of you. Can we get a little bit? but they want to come back with an offer. They don't want to just like be back. They want to, you know what I'm saying? Like they want to also impress you and like respect you, and that means like who you really are, and they see you as the Empress, so it's kind of like scary to them because they feel like only a King of Cups to the Empress, and they felt only like a King of Pentacles, you know, at a certain point, you know, prior. So it's kind of like a gradient. It's very interesting. Yeah. So most likely, like, we all know is that this is your energy. You're turning more into your Empress energy. You're really strengthening and prioritizing and having firm roots, establishments of roots here with your Empress energy. And they are turning more into a King of Cups energy. Guys, let me know if this reading is helpful. If it's like not so abstract, if you're able to make something of this, let me know. Hit the like button. Let's get a little bit further. What's coming here? The Empress. Wow. Yeah. I think, like, listen, you're gradually feeling more comfortable, and this is, yeah, a sign that you've got a healthy ego balance with your crown chakra energies, is that you're stepping into the Empress. You're saying, I'm not ever going to not be the Empress, so I might as well do the Empress. I'll continue to, yeah, I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm good. Wow, there we go. The Emperor, yes. This is your divine counterpart, guys. When this person returns, so-called returns, they are going to be a different person entirely. I feel like you will not even recognize this person. This reminds me of the Pisces, I think September 2021 reading. And it does take time for these readings to resonate, possibly more in 3D. So feel free to check out that video. We're riding up on a year's time with that. Okay, now, yeah, this is going to take time. This is definitely not an overnight so-called shift. I hear it like this. The Emperor, the Two of Coins. It's not like, oh yeah, well, everyone else sleeps. Like, we'll do this, and then in the morning we'll be done. It's like, this is going to take time. We have here the Ten of Coins. For some of you, somebody does have, okay, they have to do something here important. There's something that, well, they have to clear something when it comes to their career. Wow, there could be something very important here they have to. Very awkward, though. I'm hearing as well with the Three of Cups on that. Justice with the Chariot. It's like there's something that they need to say. They need to be ready. Okay, so yeah, and they're not feeling, there's just something. I see a peace sign here, like a peace sign, yeah. The advice is the Fool. I just pulled the Celtic cross. So the Empress in the deep past, Temperance. Three of Coins here. We have the Ten of Cups and the energetic pathway, Emperor in the environment. We have the Two of Coins. They may have something they need to sort of, you know, I don't think Spirit's going to really allow this reunion to be until they have stepped into Emperor mode. Like full and complete Emperor mode, like 1-800 Emperor, like you know, you call the number, the Emperor picks up, not like, you know, anyone but. I heard it like this, like in a way Spirit is saying, like, you know, that's going to be the standard. That's going to be the ticket that we punch, like, for, you know, that flight. And that's the only destination we're arriving at. We're not, yeah. And so Spirit is really maybe pushing you both to ascend. Yeah. You know, maybe you're getting a little bit bored. It's like, well, it's like, okay, but you're also going through, you know, I'm seeing the color red. Maybe Spirit wants you to focus as well more on your root chakra energies, carrying your gifts and really grounding them in the 3D, really prioritizing, again, establishing roots with your Empress energy, so that when this Emperor energy does come through, then you're really gonna kind of like merge. I see it like that. So you both are becoming kind of more obvious as your individual. Ooh, my nose going crazy there. As your independent, I'm hearing as your individual storylines. Okay, King of Wands, so that you can come together as more meaningful characters, if it does make sense for the plot. We have the Two of Coins upright. I'm hearing in the plot line. We have your, yeah, there's a third person that needs to get cleared out for some of you. It's like, I'm hearing la cucaracha. It's like, no, you have to put that music. Yeah, I'm hearing bar of notes down. It's like, you need to tell them that that's not what's happening. Okay, like, for some of you, maybe they're going to move in with someone or something. They need to so-called abort this mission. I see that with the Three of Cups. Like, there's maybe a third person, or this is even a third, there's something that is incompatible with the overall, like, the Emperor and the Empress, not the Three of Cups. I'm hearing it like this, like, when also not, this is maybe friendship, like, friend zone. It's like, we're just friends, like, we're not just friends, and don't, yeah. So, I mean, it's like, imagine, like, you know, someone wants to revise the story of Romeo and Juliet to be just like friends, or like you're just working on a project at school together. Yeah, that's all it is. Like, okay, no, that's a different play. You can write a play, yeah, plot point about that, but this is not that play. This is Romeo and Juliet. So we need to get really clear on why we're here. I'm hearing that as well. So this is more like maybe they, no. It's like, we're just friends. It's like, we're not just friends. Yeah, I'm hearing that yet again. Like, gotta get that idea out of your head. And this person had to go through the dark night of the soul to realize we're really not just friends. Like, we're really not just that. And what are my fears, and why am I saying that it's just friend? You know, there's to have to get into a space of confrontation with their deeper emotions and their fears of the fear towards those emotions. There's a third person, there's a family, something awkward. They're even like creating like, it's like they're scaffolding the real issue with another issue. It's like, oh no, I can't confront my emotions because of so-and-so. It's like, you need to confront so-and-so, you know, the real so-and-so, and not so-so style, like very directly. And for some of you, they have to literally go up to this person and be like, we gotta pull the band off of the wedding cake. It's like, yeah, it's like, that's not the point of this. Like, it's me and you, and like, I'm hearing R2-D2 is the chef. I don't know. I'm hearing of this new newlywed couple. Interesting. The sun. So you have children with this person, or you're gonna get very creative. There's a very sexual energy here. I see that. Very fertile as well with the sun. This is beautiful. But they do have to like tell someone off. Even I see that. Maybe they have to delete something. I'm even seeing that, like erase something, or they need to just kind of confront something. Maybe it's just something in their psyche. It's something programmed in their mind, like very programmed sort of mentality. Even it's like, oh, like we can only be friends. Like, oh, I'm feeling very nauseous right there. For some of you, maybe even it's like something. It's a cultural, religious sort of dogma. It's like interrupting the way, it's like in the back of their mind, oh, it's like, I never thought that so-and-so could marry so-and-so, or I never thought that people like this from those upbringings can come, you know, something like that. They have to clear that, because it's really going to be super awkward on stage, like when it's you and them as the emperor and the emperor, and then it's like this plot point is still applying, but it's in the wrong play. Maybe it's a past life energy. Maybe in the past life, this is how it went down, but you're ascending, you got to clear that cache, you got to clear that code so that, yeah, you got to clear that code so that you're here and you're really truly connecting yeah, I'm seeing something about Egypt here. Yeah, you guys have a very strong past life. You were very connected in the past life, but there was something maybe, someone didn't want you together in a past life or some shit like that. Living life, but bye. Okay, it's reminding me a bit of like Mark Antony Cleopatra with Julius and having to drop off Julius's things, okay? Yeah, Julius's things. Yeah, you heard it right. Not Julius, this is all but Julius. Yeah, no, but Julius's things, okay? The King of Coins here on 3 of Cups. This reminds me of that reading we did. I think it was the Mars and Aries series, yeah. So there's something like, we gotta really get it clear to that person as well, that it's over, you're not, and this person is not involved. For smidgen of you, this could be someone's parent, or there's something, obviously it's mirrored. Something going on with the masculine archetype here with the Emperor. I see that in the environment. It's mirrored, I feel, as well in this person's childhood, their upbringing, okay? The way that they address or approach the divine masculine needs to definitely be sort of upgraded. He needs some sort of like, yeah, DNA shifting. I see with that. Something of a purging, yeah, with the Emperor energies. It's not that they're not an emperor, it's that they need to understand it. But for smidgen, this is not even them, it's someone else in their environment. Maybe this is like classic moment, like so-and-so. It's like my mom or my dad or my sister, my brother expects me to be this type of person. It's like, you gotta honestly, like, yeah, get them on that roller coaster, make them ride it out until they understand that it's time to whiplash that thought out of their mind's eye, you know? It's like, we're not gonna be like that. I'm hearing that in 2022. I'm hearing that. I don't know. Please, well, it's a matter of, no, this is not appropriate even. I see there was something here that was influencing this person, and it's like someone was like framing them and saying, you gotta be like this, you gotta be like that. It's like, no, I don't gotta be like nobody, okay? I'm hearing like this. Like, I'm not here like that. Yeah, it's a little bit even like a slavey energy. It's like, but maybe metaphorically, like they're enslaved to this like thought mantra, which is not gonna allow them to truly participate in their true life, in their truest life, and in their happiest life, or they're gonna truly be who they are. And like with you, I feel they truly feel like, yeah, and this is gonna be very triggering to whoever this is, because I feel like that was a mechanism of in a sense like conformity and control. Let's clear it. We gotta call it out. Bye. I'm not here for that. I'm hearing that yet again. Like, this person was inappropriate. inappropriately situated in their life. Maybe it's like an extremely domineering parent, someone who's just giving themselves way too much importance in that person's life. Like, it's one thing to be someone's parent, but it's another thing to be, you know, overbearing and like telling that person who they're gonna be and like who they are, you know, in a way that is not allowing them to truly like, yeah, kind of stretch, you know? It's like, let them stretch. It's like, it's like someone trying to tell someone how far you can stretch. Like, what? It's like, oh, don't yawn, you know, like that wide. It's like that big. It's like, let them yawn. If they need to yawn, it's like however wide they need to, it's like something like that, you know? So this is maybe a dogma though. Maybe it's even something like like a rigid sort of upbringing thing with the Emperor and the Empress. Like a rigidity to like their perspective, but even, you know, hierarchically, maybe this is technically something that's so-called very positive, but it's not real. It's not allowing them to feel free with the Emperor and the Empress. Yeah, too much, right? You know, it's like, it's maybe not inherently a bad thing, it's just the extent to which, you know, with the Emperor, I don't know if you're talking about that, but I'm hearing it like this, the Emperor and the Empress. Now, for some of you, it's like, even they're maybe highly doted on, but for the, I don't want to say the wrong reasons, like, maybe it's like, oh, it's like, our firstborn son, it's like something like that, but this is not the reason for which they are actually, and they don't like that. They don't like this feeling, okay, if they are heavily doted on or however they were. It's like, they realize like this is not real, and like with you, okay, this is a true union of you guys truly coming together, and there's so much soul work here that they need to do. They really need to go through to be truly meaningful here. And so I feel like whatever this so-called, I'm sorry to say, but like fake world is, this matrixy sort of experience that was so-called determining their sense of success and like worthiness and, you know, selfhood, I mean, that it's kind of like not fulfilling at all, and they feel very stifled and constricted by that, okay, claustrophobic, okay, yeah, with that, with the, yeah, and so they realize like, I'm becoming an emperor, the real emperor, because I'm uniting with the Empress and the divine feminine energy, and that is also within themselves, right? To be shown up to the Empress, they have to show up to the inner Empress in their own story as well, their own inner Empress, because it is reflective. So that's why people fall away when they know they cannot ready for you. They'll fall away when they realize they're not ready to show up with what you are presenting to them. That means not necessarily like codependently, I'm the Emperor and you're the Empress only. We're both Emperor and Empress to ourselves. So am I ready to reflect that with you? You know, so there is obviously a dominant energy here with the Emperor and the Empress as far as what they feel inclined to sort of show, you know, really show up with, and I do feel they are wanting to really show up here. With the Emperor and the Empress, it's like they feel like they've really earned this with you. They've grown and it feels right with you. For some of you, maybe it's like they've been given the title Emperor. They've been told, you know, by people they're a so-called king, but not in, it's like they don't, it's like, you know, that's not real. It's like, I didn't work for this though. It's like, why do I have all these like pastries around me? Like, I didn't even like, yeah, maybe they're kind of, maybe, I don't know. You're gonna take it as you will. It's like kind of privilege, you know, but like existentially, it's like, I know I didn't go through the dark into the soul, but like everyone's telling me like, I'm a prophet. I'm hearing that. Interesting. Ace of Cups. Wow, very interesting. That's super interesting. Ace of Cups. If I say so myself, Ace of Cups. You're on the Seven of Swords. Yeah, if I say so. But this is a channel message. Yeah, I'm saying from Natalie. It's like this is fascinating. So, anyways, Ace of Cups. I'll have to watch this one over. Personally, yeah. So, something with that. Definitely meditate. Okay, Ace of Cups on the Seven of Swords. The Empress is like, yeah, he realizes he can't do. He's got to clear his cache, his code. And like maybe he realizes like I can't explain to others like who call me a king that I'm not a king yet because I really need to clear my code. It's like they're not going to understand. So he can't go through the spiritual awakening through others. It's like he's not going to be able to have their confirmation, the validation. So this person ultimately needs to get comfortable with kind of living outside of the so-called lines and boundaries that others have sort of established for them. And they feel free with you. I feel this person respects you because you are free. Because you resemble and you embody that freedom. Okay, you are, I'm hearing emotionally independent. Aha, very interesting. You are very strong emotionally. This person sees you, and this is the thing, they want to run to you. They love you. They really feel cozy with you. I'm hearing that. They feel comfortable with you because you are a free and safe space when it comes to these themes and concepts that they're not confronting actively in the rest of their life, if that makes sense. It's like they know, it's like, wow, she's so Empress. It's like she's not here to like hold anyone's hand to be who she is. You know, it's like maybe they feel they're conforming to other people's sort of notions of them and idealizations of them. Eight of Coins. Wow, the Emperor. They may have something here going on with it's kind of like it's a heavy burden, possibly. Maybe there's, yeah, but it's not like, too bad. It's like this all karmic. They have something that they need to clear from it's like definitely something with the generational, yeah, lineage, the karma with their family, possibly something they have to say, hey, I gotta end this right here. I'm not gonna be doing that. And you can, yeah, this is very, very this is very challenging, whatever this is. 8 of coins. It's almost like, I don't know, maybe it's even an underground industry here with the 8 of coins and the Emperor for smidging you. It's like, maybe they got to kind of like escape this, or like, it's very, yeah, they have to sort of like, for smidgen, they got to run away kind of vibe. I'm hearing that. I don't know. I'm not saying that you should do that or anyone should, yeah, but it's a general video. But I get like yeah, got it, like even elope kind of energy. We have the 8 of coins. Emperor, it could also be a past life. Now, Empress, they feel, yes, yet again, that you are that safe space, that you embody. They naturally gravitate towards you. They know that you are that sort of, you're that truth, okay, to them. But it's kind of like they're living vicariously through your truth. And that's where, at a certain point, prior to this so-called separation, you most likely felt kind of drained. You kind of felt like heavy, like you knew that, okay, it's not like I'm going to push you away. You're my divine counterpart. In a sense, I find we have a very strong connection, but I'm not gonna like push you away. But then I am also realizing that in some way I'm feeling drained, because I realize that you need to ascend. I'm hearing that as well. So when it becomes too heavy, okay, and the baby's at that time, and the baby needs to start like kind of like, you know, it's like we gotta pull the breast away a little bit, okay, like, yeah. And so it doesn't mean that like you're no longer my child, you know, something like that. So this is where you both have to have those boundaries with the feminine and the masculine energy. The Emperor and the Empress, again, guys, this may be a bit abstract. Let me know if this is helpful. Queen of Cups and the Page of Coins. They know that you'll always be there for them, and that it's not going to be something that is like, okay, yeah, like there's no so-called hard feelings. Like you'll never feel that there's true judgment here in this relationship, and that's the beauty of it. I feel you guys can go through a hell of a lot together. You can go through a heck of a lot, but you'll come back to it and say, I realize that there are true emotions and true feelings that truly connect us. Now, here, right, and in this relationship, and then I feel they feel you're trustworthy, that you're a safe space, that they can truly love you. I hear that, but then it's not a matter of that. They know they can love you, but can they actually do it? Like, they love you, but they need to be qualified as they see it. Now, this is also with the heart self. They realize, I need to sort of get to that point on an energetic level. And that's where, you know, separation is not random. You separate for a reason, because your higher selves have made that decision, right? To sort of, you know, from coagulated state, sort of, you know, step apart, so that you can then kind of understand more clearly why it is that you want to repeat that cycle. I'm hearing that as well. Interesting. Ace of Swords. Why it is that you want to rekindle, reconnect. Ace of Swords. So it's about intention. Sometimes we get a little too comfortable, and that's when we need to do our shadow work. You most likely have a very strong, this is a Plutonic energy, and of course Pluto is retro now, so heavy sort of shifts in relationships that are needing some sort of boost, you know. It's, yeah, transmutation is not a negative thing. Sometimes it's scary and uncomfortable. Doesn't necessarily mean it's negative. 5 of Cups, it can be very uncomfortable though. Yet again, Pluto can be really uncomfortable. King of Cups, Queen of Coins, Six of Cups. But yeah, at the end of the day with Pluto, you usually come out feeling way more powerful, okay? It's like, whew, you know, it's like if we had to associate the dark night of the soul with one sign, I would say Pluto. I'd say 8th house, right? When you move through that dark night of the soul, anyone here, feel free to comment. Dark night of the soul is so uncomfortable, guys. It's not meant to be like comfortable, because you're transmuting. It's like you're taking like sort of like an egg and you're cracking it. You're taking, okay, that was comfortable in there, right? But it's not life. It's like, okay, we have to, like, yeah, dino baby, yeah, it's time. It's like we gotta crack open. So, but it's also like kind of like what is calcified, you have to crack it open. Now, there is a purpose to that. There's a question. It's uncomfortable until we connect to the purpose, and there's always a purpose. Okay, let's clear the root and the sacral. This person here, so yeah, they have to go through that. And of course, 8 of Wands here, Page of Swords, and I feel like they know, okay, and yeah, but we're saying they know, and it's sometimes, again, Pluto can be uncomfortable, but it's very much perspective. And so when we do go through this sort of chrysalis experience where we're sort of birthing ourselves into our own story, and we're sort of transforming and we're changing, we're moving, okay, into a different state. And so it's transient. We associate transient, okay, in a transient state of how we of associating with our higher self as uncomfortable because it is foreign, because it is unknown, because it is something that the mind does not understand. Okay, our mind and our human self will perceive the experience in a certain way, but our spirit, right, is the one that is initiating, is kind of with that knowingness, okay, and with that state of comfort with where we're going to, and we're always going somewhere. We're never stagnating, even when we're transforming, even if it seems like, oh shoot, you know, it's like whatever, however it is, every experience is there is a provocation, right, and everything is a provoking to another state. And so that's where we say, you know, I'm not a victim to this experience. So if you did separate from this person, I feel like both of you are going through this chrysalis effect, and you're both saying, even if we crack apart, that doesn't mean that we're not connected. And that's where it is really sort of re-strengthening, okay, as well, the connection that is really there. And it's not about you guys being there. It's about remembering, going back into the source code conversation, that you are part of that same sort of, let's say, so-called, I am hearing seed. Wow. You're part of the same conversation in a sense. It's like, yet again, I'm hearing like 2 seeds planted in a pot. When we are separated from the vines, we have to remember we go back to the roots. There is something that we are connected by. And what is it that we're connected by? It's not this 3D matrix. Like some of you, most likely you met this person when you're very different people, you know? So this is something that at the end, like, you will feel empowered. You will feel excited. You will feel really, really glad that you got rid of all this bullshit. I mean, that as well as cleared on the right side of the body. Like, you had to really clear something. They maybe had a lot of really awkward things going on. Like, I see really weird stuff here, like, that they never questioned. They never questioned, like, yeah, it's like, maybe this is not what I should be, like, focusing on in my relationship. Maybe, let's go back. Like, they're holding on to, it's like, I'm seeing someone dating someone, they're holding on to a photograph of, like, their ex for some of you. And it's like, you don't realize that inappropriate? Like, I think, like, they didn't, though. And that's really the thing. So the thing about Pluto is that it brings us to that point where we say, I am now much more heavily aware. It's about awareness. But it's uncomfortable. Because in the moment, our ego gets involved with a Pluto's conversation. Pluto's sort of prodding and poking us into that direction of saying, I need to change and transform. It's like the mind sometimes, it gets into that ego moment, okay? It's like, what? It's like, wait, it's like, no, it's like, who are you going to tell me to be, you know, but that's the point. And it's like, if the mind has a problem with where it is that our spirit moves us to, okay, then that is the real purging point. So this person here, maybe they need to get into that mode of thinking where they're not questioning things, maybe more with the mind. Maybe they were resisting this change or transformation. They didn't even know why. For some of you, yeah, this is really about sort of getting clear on intention and being intentional. This person maybe was more of like kind of floating around before you met them. I see more of like a floaty, you know, like energy of, you know, maybe even a bit Neptunian, like not really having like clear sight. But I feel like it's not that they're not powerful. I think that, yeah, it's just like they needed to go through this plutonic experience so that they could come into touch with the higher frequency of their Pluto, if that makes sense. So it's about the experiences, and that's where it's like, just because you're going through the dark night of the soul, that doesn't mean that you're weak. It means that you are powerful. So that's why you're given this opportunity to move through and get even closer to your story, okay, of truth. And truth is empowering. Truth is the source of light. Truth is, okay, your higher consciousness, and consciousness is what empowers you to make of what you do this life, wow, that we are living here. So it's not about matrix, right? And then proof to that is that you can be very successful. You could live this so-called life and be a so-called successful human, but you won't be happy and satisfied. And that's because you're not living from that space of Pluto. So if you're feeling kind of lethargic in your life, it's like random, you got to get your Pluto strengthened. And this is what happened here. I feel like both of you are going through this plutonic experience where you're purging, and you have to really clear the shedding the layers and all of that, and like stuff that we never questioned and stuff, but in the subconscious state we never, you know, really had the sort of intention. We never had the sort of the, I'm hearing the how do we say this, yeah, the commitment to do so, you know, like the good art is made from experiences that are painful oftentimes, right? So something like that, okay, it's like you didn't have enough of this sort of like the intensity, okay, yeah, I see that as well. So something, yeah, got very And I feel for smidgen of you, like, this person naturally may have a very strong devil nature. Maybe they're a Capricorn. They have a lot of Capricorn, strong Saturn placements. It could also be with you, of course, right? Isn't always reflective. There's something they will grapple with, and then I feel like, you know, it's kind of easy for them to sort of project that onto you, okay, at times, and be like, oh yeah, like, this is your energy, like, this is your problem. It's like, no, it's like, this is actually something that you got to work on too, you know? Yeah. And so the funny thing though is that you actually I see it again, complementary, in a complementary sense, really good at whatever it is that they needed to actually ascend through. And so it's very comfortable for them to sort of sit behind the haunches and really listen to you, I mean, and give the sermon. Very interesting. This could be a passive energy as well. Absolutely. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna like sit here, like, I realize, like, I didn't really know that slide all too well, but she does, I know she does, and so I'm gonna just sit here and like watch her do it. It's like, that's when spirit and your higher self pulls you to the side, because that's also not really where, yeah, the point is not to just be together, otherwise it'd just be a soulmate relationship, right? Yeah. So the twin flame is like, yeah, really about getting super honest, and like, and however you associate with the archetype of twin flame, is like, you really have to kind of just let yourself know who you are, okay? Yeah. And it's not about you and this person. It's like, I have to have that conversation with me, and that takes bravery. If you think it's all about this person, then you're in Matrix. You're not in the higher state of mind. Yeah. When you get to that point where you say it's about me and me, then you're really sort of saying, oh, okay, now I really understand what really it means to connect with a truly, truly high level soulmate. Okay. So yeah, otherwise it's like, oh, the point is to hold hands. Like, we'll just be like, you know, living our life. It's like, it doesn't mean that you don't have that. It's just, that's not the point, right? So when you are in a connection and that starts to inspire you to talk to yourself, that's when you know you have a very serious soulmate on your hands. Very serious soulmate who you do maybe have, let's say, high level potential with. And so the point as well is, when you do separate, you see, like, do we come back together once we've moved through that period of talking to ourselves? At that point, when we do ascend as well, we further sort of ascend, and we magnetize our truth to ourselves. I mean, our true node, okay, our true node, our true future, our creative energies. When that becomes stronger and more empowered, do we come together? That's a great test for you to see if this person is meant to be in your story. And it doesn't mean that, you know, strong soulmate experiences, that doesn't mean that you're going to be with that person necessarily, right? There's no rules. That's the ego. Ego likes rules. This is about the truth of transcendence. Okay, so when you transcend, do you meet up, right? And if you're transcending and then you're like, where are they? You haven't transcended. Okay. That could be very uncomfortable. Trust me, I know. Listen, guys, I went through the dark night of the soul. I had many experiences like this, guys. I had many, yeah. So, and I'm sure many of you have as well. Please comment. I'm sure that would be very helpful for many people, possibly, who are tuning in. Maybe there are people who are just early on in their you know, ascension process, so called, and they're going through a very tough time. And they're like, what is going on? Like, what am I feeling? This is, you know, yeah, can be very, very, very like weird and uncomfortable. But yeah, and our ego can be very convincing. Like, okay, like, did my work, like, foot tap, like, where are they at? It's like that. And then you're not talking to yourself yet. Then you're still talking to that person as a person. Because if you talk to them as a spiritual entity, right, you'll say, I'll be on my way. And if it resonates, it'll be here. Because energy precedes matter. So if we're truly resonating, right? If we're truly resonating, they will be showing up in 3D, because the energy resonates, and that's what clicks it into place. It's not that we're relating to each other and I'm showing up here, you're showing up there, and then we're bumping into each other. That's not the point, right? That's like a soulmate energy. Nothing wrong with a soulmate. It's just, you know, you can find soulmates all day long, you know, walk out on the street. Your neighbor's a soulmate. Your dog is a soulmate. Your plant sitting on your countertop is a soulmate. We got soulmates, but like, there are certain experiences that are going to really be very sort of prompting for you to look inwards and look to yourself, have a conversation with yourself. And the question is, are you talking to yourself? Or are we uncomfortable still with talking to ourselves? That's what it's like. It's like a mini lockdown. That's what it's like. Separation with so-called twin flames is like a mini lockdown. Yeah, it's very interesting with the whole corona thing, you know? Like, it's interesting. Because during that whole lockdown period, you would see, like, some people, they're like, wow, finally. It's like, it's almost as if it's like, I've been waiting for this. Like, when would we come down to in society where we'd have this like forced sort of meditative state period, right? Some people were very uncomfortable. They did not even want to like kind of be alone with themselves like for a hot minute. It's like, some people loved it. So it's kind of like that. It's like, are you going to be fighting the process of being with yourself, being with your higher self in that room? It's like, what? Yeah. And until you're totally comfortable with the conversation that you're having there, you will be feeling sad and uncomfortable. You'll be feeling like you're writhing instead of elevating and empowering you. And you are who empowers you. So this is about you really ascending and getting to the next level, elevating, and knowing that you take yourself wherever you take yourself. You're never a victim to an experience. Even if someone is very strong soulmate, very strong twin flame energy, you feel very connected, they'll never be you, and they'll never be the one who empowers you. Okay, they can reflect you, but they'll always reflect you where you are at naturally with yourself. So when you are in that state of higher connection to you, you will meet people as well who reflect that to you. You'll also meet very challenging, right, energies as well, but you'll meet mostly people who do sort of guide you along that path. Yeah, sort of reflecting what it is that you're creating. So yeah, that's very exciting. But yet again, like there are moments, you know. So yeah, if you're feeling uncomfortable, definitely meditate and, you know, focus on speaking more to yourself, getting more comfortable with your story, and pulling away that perspective of like, I need them to validate. I want them to see where I'm at. I want them to like kind of give me like approval. I want them to like sort of be like, oh, I'm happy for you, I'm proud of you. It's like, we don't need none of that, you know, because that's all. Yeah, that's the human. That's the human. So we gotta purge if you're really in a twin flame connect, you want to purge the human side of the interaction, right? You want to kind of let that sort of like not be the focus, and then you can really sort of regain the purpose and the dimension of intention within that space, so that you can have a real conversation with that person, right? And most likely, yet again, like you were in a relationship with someone and it was there, it was happening, but it wasn't actually empowering, and you knew that. So that's why, for example, you could be in a relationship with someone who a million people would die to be with, but if you're not feeling it with that person, and you're not feeling like you're really creating something with that person that's of meaning, I'm sorry, but yeah, you're not going to be, yeah, I'm not sorry, but yeah, sorry, like if it's offensive like that, but you're not going to be happy, right? It's like kind of like, yeah, you could date two people who look exactly the same. At least this is how I see it. You can feel totally different with those two people. So it's like, yeah, what do you actually feel? And you can kid yourself and say, whatever, you know, oh, but no, it's like this, we get along, and like, I'm good at this, and they're good at that, we're complementary, or, you know, we're good at collaborating. It's like, blah, 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 you know, it's like the spirit is not hearing any of that. The soul is not hearing any of that. The soul wants to know, how do you actually feel? And it will keep kind of, it will keep pinging you with that and keep reflecting that back to you and saying, you're not happy with this actually. Hi, yeah, huh, knocking on the door. You're not really high on, you're not happy with that. Okay, and the soul will never cease. That's why we are here. The soul will never cease. Okay, that responsibility to sort of reflect. And so that's, you know, until you listen and you say, okay, what is it in my life that's not real? What is it that I'm pretending I'm so happy with that I'm not, that I really need to release, so that I can get super real with myself, so that I can really connect with my higher self in terms of everything in my life, my partnerships, okay, the people I'm attracted in my life, everything. So this is where we say, like, I'm not a victim yet again. Whatever is in my life, even if it is a so-called separation, this is a reflection of, it is an example that, and it is proof that there's something I need to purge. There's something that I need to clear, and it is my own shadow. So this is what it really comes down to. And we've all, yeah, so let's go. Yeah, so, and for some of you, it's like very easy to be like, oh yeah, they're not done with their shadow work. It's like, this is who cares? And it's like, don't even focus on them. It's like, are they done with their shadow work? It's like, that's not the point. Listen, imagine two people, like if they were in a group project, right? Imagine, okay, like if both of them, like they got scheduled, and then it's like, all right, they go home, they both have to prepare their individual slides. If both were completely focused on the slide of the other person and wondering, are they done with their slide yet? What are they doing? They're never going to finish any of their slides, their own slides that they, you know, that they're responsible for. So it's like that they're in charge of your soul contract, right? Your birth chart. So that's the point. Like, it's an illusion that focusing on them is going to be more helpful for you and helpful for you, what you guys are actually creating together. Because when you guys come together, it's you together. right? So it's like, but that means you, and you got to be real and who you really are, so that you're offering something real at the table there. Otherwise, you're gonna be, well, I'm here, like, I'm their twin flame. No, you're not. You're not their twin flame. You are you. So this is a matter of, like, you know, like, getting it kind of clarified with why you're also here. You think you're here to just be in some random twin flame? Like, oh yeah, I'm just here. It's like extremely romantic. I got chosen. I'm gonna be like in the Titanic. It's like, this is not. I feel this is offensive. Let's go to the back. Whatever. We've all been there. Come on. But not. It's like, but you're not. You're not here to just be like a twin flame. That's kind of like, that's kind of like Matrixy. Let's clear the sacred and the root. I mean, you are here to have certain experiences, right? That are like, okay, we'll say soulmate, you know, you are, but that's not the point. So like, you have to think, okay, well, I'm here to be a twin flame. What does that actually mean? Right? Otherwise, like, why is it different from I'm here to be with a soulmate? Right? I don't know, guys. Even in that case, it's like, you're not here to be like, who says, yeah, what's your purpose in life? I'm here to, like, be a soulmate. It's like, you're not here to be a soulmate necessarily. I mean, you're a soulmate to everyone, but, like, that's, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, imagine, like, Drake, you know, the singer Drake. It's like, yeah, who are you here? It's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, you know, it's like I'm the mic, or like I'm the stage, but like, it's not, or like I'm the letters. It's not even like, you know, the words in the lyrics. It's like, I'm just the letters. It's like, oh, I'm just, yeah, I'm the paper that the letter, and it's like, no, it's like, you are the essence. Like, why are you here? You know, it's like, literally, I'm imagining Drake. Like, Drake, I mean, he's creating something, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Drake, but okay, there's a message coming through. I'm here in Gemini. Okay, there's a message, yeah. Take it as you will. It's like, there's something that we have a reason for being here, you know? Yeah. And so it's like, kind of like, find that pulse with which you live. You're never here to, like, I mean, really think about it. Like, why would I be connecting to that person? Anybody can, I mean, I'm gonna be like the best, like, handholder. It's like, this is not the point. So it's kind of a disgrace to come together with someone when you haven't done your full shadow work, because it's like, it would be a huge cop out, and it would be like, why are you even here then? I'm sorry to say it like that, but I feel like maybe that's kind of maybe triggering, but why would you be that person unless you're gonna be really being fully who you really are, which is a magnificent, capable creator. You're never here to stagnate in, like, I'm here in the hallway of romance and, like, roam it. I'm here in the love and light, going back up and down the hallway. I don't know. Hell, this could be my message, guys. You know, it's like, we never know. We got to keep them in mind. It's like, don't be offended. Okay, 3 of Wands, love and light. But it's not about offense. And if it is offensive, you got shadow work to do. We got to do shadow work. We're not here to be offended. 3 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Wait, these messages are here for the higher self. Queen of Swords. But of course, you know, if you are uncomfortable and if this is very triggering, then maybe this is not the channel for you right now, you know, or I don't know. It doesn't have to be, you know. Let's continue. 3 of Wands. So yeah, this is a matter of saying, I'm not here to roam the hallways of my life. It's like, what's my destination? I got to be in my room. I got to be the teacher in my life. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. What's my content? What am I into? What am I passionate about? It's like, get there. And then, yeah, whoever shows up there is going to be, yeah. Okay. Gonna be there with you. So it's really about that. And but as long as we're roaming the hallways, it's like, think about it, that's not even what you want. Like, even if this person, let's clear it on the other side of the body in the root chakra, even if this person shows up, let's just say it, oh my god, it's like you meet, like, the love of your life in the hallway, you bump into them, it's like, but it's not hallway life, you know. It's like, you guys want to be truly showing up when you're knowing what your path is and what you're really, you know, what you're prioritizing in your world. And sometimes you come together with someone and then you kind of become that person, and that's very dangerous. It can be very unhelpful, because yeah, if you have shadow work to do and they got shadow work to do, then it's like, we're both gonna just kind of drown in our shadow work. So that's not the point. So in a way, right? But it can be. You make it what yeah. Let's back it up. Let's clear it chakra. The devil again, yeah. So, you know, and this is a good thing. I feel this is something that maybe they're avoided, they're scared of. They didn't want to confront this, and, like, you're reflecting this more for them. And so this is good. Like, their fears, they're getting more in touch with their fears. They're getting more in touch with their fears. They're feeling more comfortable with certain things. I feel like there were things that they weren't confronting around your relationship. They're confronting those things which then they're able to sort of like, because they were maybe associating that with you, and there are a lot of boundaries. Okay, let's back up. They're very physically attracted. I'm seeing that yet again. Okay, King of Coins. Yeah, mirroring the devil. Same with the Eight of Cups. I think, you know, it's funny, like, this person has a good intention, but it's from, like, a different angle that they're approaching you. So I feel this is more about the approach, more about the interest matching up with the approach. So if they do have a lot of interest, or they have a very strong intention towards you, they feel that they need to maybe change their approach. Okay, they need to change their their engagement with you, their plans with you. Maybe they even felt out of control at a certain point. They felt like they're not able to bring to the table the not only what, but the way that they want to bring it in. So their higher self maybe knew that they were not really in full alignment with how they were showing up in the relationship. Can you guys give me a second? Just really quickly, 1 second. I need to just get thing to drink. For some of this person, maybe their life path, like, they're not really in the proper life path right now. Maybe they need to change something about their career. For some of you, they're very creative, but they haven't tapped into their more creative energies. So that's where it's like, you know, not just necessarily you, but it's also that person needing to get real with themselves. Like, are they, you know, I mean, who are they? Like, right? So when you met them, maybe they weren't being fully real with themselves. Let's get further. What else, guys? So yeah, I mean, maybe you have, this person will be returning. I would be aware. Neptune retro, Pluto retro. It's also going to be getting, well, let's keep it to this. Someone is returning, okay? But it's still, you have very strong boundaries. Some of you may not even get this message. I get that. Spirit may, I feel your guides, depending on who and how and where and what, they may not allow this message to get through to you. Maybe in whatever way that's meant. Like, if it's meant to be, Spirit will drop the phone call. If it's meant to be, they'll, you know, something will get deleted. Someone's phone number will go missing. I don't know. If it's not meant to be, then it's just not. It's just not. So, but they're making, I feel, and they're going to attempt to reconnect with you and reconcile with you. I'm not sure if it will be. Okay, I hear it like this, but it is an attempt. I'm kind of curious. I like to pull a long-term spread until October, when Pluto goes direct. Page of Wands. This person's very, I think they're uncomfortable, guys. Like, at times they feel scared and they feel like they don't know what they're doing in their life, and then they want to retreat back into the relationship with you. So I see them trying to do that. Yet again, if this is going to be detrimental, however, to your, I want to pull on your energy right now here. What's your energy here? If this is your first time here, by the way, guys, welcome. I'm a Starseed Channel Oracle Medium, Clairaudient, Clairvoyant, Knight of Cups, okay? I feel like you're fantasizing about this person. Oh, shit. The Emperor. I feel like you are very focused on this person. Like, extremely. I feel like you are sort of getting clear in your mind's eye. You're sort of, I see you working with this person on astral. How many of you are meditating on this person? I see a lot of, like, fantasy. Or you're having dreams. This is tasting kind of funky. I don't know what that's about, but that came through in the Virgo reading. The series, especially what's happening between you and this person the next 10 days. Yeah, it was in the Virgo reading, I think. Something about a weird tasting drink. Yeah, something about, like, I see the Knight of Wands. Some of you are straight up fantasizing about this person. Or this is your energy as the Emperor, but I feel this is you. I see that this is you envisioning this person. Like, I see you see their higher self. Like, yeah, Chariot in reverse. Wow. You realize that, but you see that they're not ready. The Devil. These are all of this person's energy that we were just thinking about a minute ago. We're thinking about The Fool. Maybe you're getting sort of tips on their thoughts. This could also be them projecting to you. But why is it showing up as your energy? Yeah, because I feel like you are about to merge for some of you. Okay, so let's get on their energy. I keep saying something about Mexican food. Something about Mexican. Nine of Swords. Here they are with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, they're freaking out. See, this is their energy, but you're showing up. This is very interesting. Okay, well, we're going to get to it. They're showing up, the Death card. They're going through absolute, listen, guys, dark night of the soul. Okay, the Sun. They're going through these, like, mood swings. It's like 1 minute they're like, I'm hearing that's not because I'm on top of the world tonight. Okay, Queen of Cups. Interesting. So I do see some, like, soul, I'm hearing soul fragment shifting, Queen of Cups. It's like you guys are meeting in astral. It's like you're connecting to, like, bits of each other in astral. It's like most likely in the connection to bits of each other on astral in the dream state. Okay, the fact that because we pulled on your energy, the fact that you're pulling all of their energy in the higher 3D, who they are to appear as to you. Like, so you're most likely, yeah, Empress in reverse, projecting there. Okay, I don't think Spirit, you want my honest take on this? I feel Spirit is going to hold this back. It's kind of like, it's like, you know, when you're playing with a dog, like with a puppy, you're pulling like a little toy and they got to like jump after it. I'm kind of seeing it like that. So for some of you, they don't see you yet. I see that. Like, they're not seeing you, but you're projecting, yeah. You're very sensitive to energy and you're picking up on, but I feel like you're guiding this person. Oh, the foot cramp again. Oh my God. That fell. Oh, yeah. Okay, we getting pirate. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with, like, foot cramp, but, like, okay. All right, Queen of Cups. Sounds like a dog, like, okay, maybe it's a metaphor. Let's get further. Yeah, I see that, like, you're shining a light for them. Some of you, I feel like, yeah, I hear this person's growing up. I hear that as well. I feel they're trying to connect to you, like, very, very strong on astral. They're most likely, like, I see that they're, like, trying to throw out a hook. Like, hey, are you there? I'm hearing that, like, Felicia. It's like, hello. It's like I'm seeing something like that. Okay. They want to see if you're there, but it's like that the more that, like, they don't really see you because Spirit's not allowing you guys to, yeah, anyways. So it's like the more that they're trying to find you, and then but then the point is not to find you, it's to learn how to swim. Okay, so that when they're afloat, then they're above water, and then they can sort of, like, see you. Okay, they have to get clear. They're not clear yet. They're too much in the fear with the Nine of Swords and the Death card. And the Sun. It's like, I can do it. It's like, where the fuck am I? It's like, I'm good. Shoot, it's like, how do I swim? It's like, this keep doing a Capricorn reading. Someone was, like, in a river. Okay. Anyways, Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like they're going through some obstacle course kind of vibe. It's like I get this nauseous energy. They're feeling very uncomfortable with their life. Overall, this is not a comfortable vibe. But yet again, they're going through the dark night of the soul. So this is, okay, the plants just kind of fall. It's not really plants. It's like, yeah, it's like kind of like it's a kind of garland thing. So this person is worried that you're leaving them. They go into this like, they're freaking out all of a sudden. They go into a frenetic mode. Like, what if she's, like, moving on? It's like, but then it's like, yeah. Okay, so it's not that, if this person is separated and they're not coming back, it's like, it's for a reason. It's not because they don't want to come back. I'm hearing that as well. Now, they're still trying to, like, feel for you. I feel like they know that they're not quite at your level yet. I hear like that they're not quite, it's like they see the Queen of Cups, but they're realizing it's not about the Queen of Cups, it's about the Empress. And that's where you have the Emperor, and you're saying, yeah, it's about really meeting eye to eye. Yeah, third eye. Knight of Swords. Because we can meet eye to eye, but, like, it's time for third. Okay, page 1. It's time for third eye. I'm hearing developing. I don't think that you're also like, here's the thing, you know, I don't think that you're like knowing that this is a 5D. I feel that you're not like sitting there like, oh yeah, I know he's calling for me, I'll like pretend I'm not there. It's like, no. I feel like you are just, the point is you're ascending. So you're not gonna hear this until they show up. And when they show up, you're not going to be hearing this. It's going to be a very different conversation, right? Because this is, you're not going to come together for this to be the conversation with the 9 of Swords. That's something they got to move through personally. Is this helpful, guys? I feel this video is like very erratic-y all over, but that's okay. It is true, and it is what it is. So this is the channel message. Let's get further. Whoever is feeling, you know, guided, if you're feeling guided. Ace of Coins. Yeah, okay. So they're trying to understand how to approach you. That's what it is about. And they're going, yeah. Ace of Cups. They have to go back to square one. I'm here. And I started back at 1. What's that song? 1. You like a dream come true? Yeah. Judgment. Oh, my God, guys. Wow. I feel like they know Temperance. They know what they want with you. They just have to formulate a sort of path to and process to approach, a sort of portal to approach you. So it's interesting. I feel like they're trying to find you in like space. It's like they got to pick the right portal, but like it's not, you can't see through space. It's like you got to feel. So it's like they got to feel. It's like that's not the right portal. No, it's like she's there. It's like I'm hearing like that. When we say she, could be however, right? Okay, guys, let's get a little further. Yeah, can we talk about Pluto retro a little bit and Neptune retrograde? So Neptune is going to bring up a lot of past life energies. It's already most likely starting to get a little bit kooky, you know, feeling a lot on a lot of energies. Is getting kind of ungrounded, maybe even a bit. That's also partly due to the really strong Gemini energies that have been. So try to keep grounded during this time, but you're gonna have a lot of tests, a lot of soulmates here, a lot of energies, a lot of sort of like very strong energies and emotions. I'm seeing that. Doesn't mean that it's like real. I'm hearing not meant to be, not necessarily. So you want to sort of make sure that you're also clearing your aura so that you're able to really see through the so-called so that you're through the so-called fog, the so-called Neptunian haze, and really identify what you're in resonation with. So you guys, we're going to take a break. We'll come back a bit later. Love and light.